everyone, welcome back for a little TLC. So, I have a confession to make. um, After I challenged you all to do one thing that makes you feel close to God, at least once a week for the remainder of the year, your girl fell off this week. So, I didn't even do my own thing. And so, I wanted to admit that. Yeah, that just kind of is what it is. And I won't make any excuses for that. So today I want to talk from the topic too busy to remain because that's the space that I feel like I am in right now. So, are you also too busy to remain in God? Let's get into it. So, for those of you who have been keeping up with the channel, we are discussing John chapter 15, in which Jesus says to remain in him and we will bear much fruit. And so last week I did challenge you all to do one thing that helps you to stay connected to God, makes you feel connected to God. And I fell off. I did so much stuff last week that I realized I didn't make time for God. I actually attended a preaching conference where we were encouraged to, in a workshop about being bivocational, we were encouraged to reprioritize and really check our priorities to make sure that we were putting God first. And one of the things that the speaker talked about was how God and church are not synonymous. And so I know that for me, in this last week, I had so many church obligations, and not just church obligations. It was a variety of things between like work, of course, like wanting to be a social person because I'm still a human being, and then also a lot of church things that I was doing. I didn't do my due diligence in spending time with God or doing the thing that I had committed to do that I know makes me feel connected to God. And so I kind of just wanted to put that out there this week and remind everyone that God and even our church responsibilities are not synonymous. And so as we have our priorities together, as we make our priority to remain in God, make sure that we are keeping God first and not allowing all of the other parts of our lives, all of the other obligations, including those things that we do for the church, to distract us from being committed to God and remaining in God. I am reminded as I talk about the story of Mary and Martha in the Bible, where Mary and Martha were hosting Jesus at their house. So Martha is running all around trying to get things ready. And she gets ticked off because her sister Mary is sitting at the feet of Jesus, and listening to what he is saying. And so she kind of goes to tell on Mary to Jesus. And the Lord is like, Martha, you're worried about a lot of things, but Mary has actually chosen the most important thing, or the greatest thing. And so I want to be steadfast in my commitment to God and actually take time to sit at the feet of the Lord, to be renewed, to be replenished, to actually remain in God so that I can bear much good fruit. Yeah, so I wanted to say that. I want to challenge us all to think about our priorities and make sure that we are truly prioritizing God, as we seek to remain in him. So I'm going to re-challenge you all this week, as I re-challenge myself to do the thing that makes me feel, or makes you feel connected to God, at least once a week. And don't let anything, including your church obligations, keep you from spending time with the Lord. Okay? I don't want any of us to be too busy to actually remain in God. We want to choose what is most important. We want to be like Mary, basking at the feet of Jesus, taking in everything that God has for us. So, reflect on that question throughout this week as you try to do the thing that makes you feel connected to God. When you don't reach that goal, or if you don't, ask yourself, am I too busy to remain? All right. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I hope that you take something off of your plate if you have too many irons in the fire like I do, so that you can truly spend time with God. If you want some accountability in this journey, you can always email me. You can comment that you desire to remain in God, that you don't want to be too busy to remain in God. And I will follow up with you. I try to respond to all of the comments, or people email me. I respond to all of those. And so that is my challenge. I need some accountability in this area. And so I'm doing this video so that y'all can, hold me to it. I want to remain in God and not be distracted from doing that. I think that remaining in God is going to be critical. And biblically, it is already stated that it is critical for us to remain in the Lord. So, yeah, I done went back into it. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful week. Keep God first. Remain in the Lord. And I will see you next time for a little TLC. Bye-bye.